One very successful Wall Street analyst claims Tesla will double production in 2022. Now, while Tesla says it has insane demand that it can't possibly keep up with, apparently it is going to solve this problem next year. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Electric Viking. Fantastic to see you again. I'm back here in Melbourne, Victoria, back home. My boys and I have been to the BMX track already this morning back home. We're getting ready for them to go in a big race here called Track Attack. 6 races over 9 days at 6 different tracks around Victoria. Welcome to all the new subscribers of the channel. Fantastic to have you. We've now hit 50,000 subscribers. And welcome back to everyone else. Now, I just want to say Happy New Year to all of you. Hope you had an awesome 2021 and hope 2022 is even better. Now, Stephen Loveday reports for Inside EVs that Tesla CEO Elon Musk has been selling stock. And along with all sorts of other chaos across the planet, Tesla's share price has been on a roller coaster ride of late. And to be honest, I contend with that fact. I think it's not really true. I think Tesla's share price has been on a roller coaster ride now for really 3 years. It's gone crazy, up and down, but mostly up. And really, if you got on board early before this crazy rise and you held out, then whatever you've invested would be worth a hell of a lot more now. So well done to those of you who have been able to hold on and ride this roller coaster ride, really. Now remember, I contend that if you invest, whether that's in BYD, Tesla, NIO, Lucid, Rivian, any of these stocks, if you're in this game and you think, well, I'm going to sell it, I've had this stock for 1 month, it's going great. Well, you're just playing gambling. That's day trading, that's gambling. That is not true investing. True investing is finding a stock, finding a company that you believe in and holding on to that stock for at least 5 years. Long-term horizon. This is not about gambling. I've had some of you contact me and say, I've invested in this stock and I haven't made anything yet and it's been a month. Well, it's not about a month, 5 years minimum. Now, Tesla's share price has been on the way back up. Musk appears to have stopped selling stock. Maybe Cathie Wood stopped as well. And the company's future plans are attracting the attention of a number of Wall Street analysts. Now, just this week, well-known Wall Street analyst and managing director of equity research at Wedbush Securities, Daniel Ives, released a new message to investors internally. Ives believes that by the end of 2022, Tesla will have doubled its global production capacity. Now, is this realistic? Is it possible? Absolutely. In fact, I expect this to be potentially conservative, considering the fact that Tesla has, well, just built its Gigafactory in Austin, just completed its Gigafactory in Germany, and is going to significantly increase its capacity at its factory in China. I believe Tesla will actually build a second Gigafactory in China as well, and I believe production for that factory will probably start by the end of 2022, where the Model 2 or the Model A, as I refer to it, I'll put a link in the description below to that video that I made about the Model 2 being produced in China and why that will happen. I believe that will be produced in Tesla's additional Gigafactory that they will start building next year. But aside from that, the reality here is that Tesla is already in the midst of significantly increasing production from its factory in China. They're at a run rate now of around about 600,000, but that doesn't include the fact that they're extending their factory in China, which I believe will take them probably 6 to 8 months next year. And if you connect these dots, put them together, you put this increase in production in China, you put in Austin, Texas, and you put in the Gigafactory in Berlin, then I think doubling production is easy. In fact, I think that's probably being conservative. Now, this is what Daniel Ives actually said. Tesla has navigated the chip supply shortages better than any automaker globally. We see 3 main catalysts for Tesla in 2022 that, if successful, will be a major driver of this stock moving higher. Number 1, Berlin, Austin build-out. Number 2, China mega growth. Number 3, unit growth of 55 to 60%. Daniel Ives. Now, I personally would add to that a 4th, and that is, I believe, when Tesla announced that they'll be building an addition to build the Model 2 or the Model A. That will also be another key driver that will put pressure on Tesla stock going higher. Again, yes, I know a lot of you think it's overvalued. Fair point. Maybe it is. Doesn't matter. That will certainly put pressure on the stock going higher. Now, what I think will happen is that once the new factories come online, once Tesla's factory in Shanghai is expanded, And once they've ramped up production at these factories, then Tesla will come closer to solving the challenge of demand exceeding supply. When I say closer, I don't believe Tesla will solve the supply-demand issue for at least 5 years. And if you think otherwise, then you're seriously underestimating the amount of demand there is globally right now for electric vehicles. Now, when it comes to solving the semiconductor supply shortage issues, Tesla has done a really good job. But in terms of who has done the best in this area, I think it's fair to say that would be BYD. That is simply by being prepared. How were they prepared? Well, they were prepared because they had their own in-house semiconductor manufacturing. So basically that issue did not affect them at all. Now, obviously, currently Tesla has a run rate of about 1 million cars per year based on their monthly deliveries. But that doesn't mean that Tesla will produce 1 million cars in 2021, since the run rate has been increasing constantly month by month. I think they'll probably deliver about 1.6 to 1.8 million. I know that's a big number. Some of you probably think I'm being hyperbolic here, but realistically, that's what I think they can produce. Now, Dan Ives here expects that Tesla will reach that capacity though of 2 million run rate by the end of 2022. He said in the note via Electric, we believe by the end of 2022, Tesla will have the capacity for overall 2 million units annually from roughly 1 million today. So that means he thinks that by the end of 2022, Tesla will be on production, if they stayed at that rate, to hit 2 million vehicle deliveries in 2023. But obviously they're not going to stay at that rate. Obviously, Tesla will continue to ramp up production of their vehicles and probably lower the cost of some of their vehicles as well. Now, Inside EVs says that as Tesla ramps up production in Texas and Berlin, it may ease constraints in Fremont and Shanghai, and it will be especially helpful for the brand if it can focus more on local deliveries in China. Now, first thing I would say about this is, well, Tesla's going to be manufacturing a lot of Cybertrucks and Model Y at their factory in Austin, Texas. I really don't see demand easing up in America for the Fremont factory at all, but that's possible. Now, they went on to say Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory is cranking out cars in the largest electric vehicle market in the world, but having to export many of them as Chinese customers are eager to take delivery. Is this true? Could they sell a lot more vehicles in China, in the world's largest car market? By far the world's largest electric car market? Well, I'm not so sure about that. There are so many manufacturers building really good quality cars in China. Clearly, there's a lot more choice in China than there is for customers anywhere else in the world. If you live in China right now, you are spoilt for choice when it comes to electric cars, and really when it comes to price for electric cars as well. There's so many affordable cars which are incredibly well built, incredibly well made, have good batteries in them, have good software in them. I'm not so sure there's a huge amount of demand potential in China, but I do think there's a huge amount of demand potential for China building the cars and exporting them to other markets. For example, here in Australia, we haven't seen any Tesla Model Y vehicles at all. That's the same situation for many countries around the world. So once Tesla can build more Model Ys in China, they can start exporting those all around the world to all the countries that are yet to even see a single one of those vehicles. So the question here is not, will Tesla's stock price be higher in 2022? The question is, how much higher? What do you think? Let me know what you think the price will hit next year in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you again on the next one. Bye-bye.